Hey guys, this is Nerd Sage. I figured I would do a video discussing the ships that I currently have in my fleet and why I have those ships in my fleet. So it's not um, most of my ships that I have are currently available for you to get anyway. A couple of them are not, but I had I have specific reasons as to why I got these ships. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start with the smallest and then work my way up. So the smallest ships that I have, which I can't show anyway, are the Dragonfly and the Nox. Uh, the Dragonfly Black is one that I have. I got that one mostly because I wanted to run about that small, not very large profile, and it's really fast, so I can land, plant aside, and I can zip around and see things, and pretty much go unnoticed unless I start something or somebody's looking for me specifically. And the Nox mostly because I like it. I want to try the ground racing thing. It looks like a lot of fun to fly. And that's pretty much it. That's all those two will be used for. It's just little recon, little running around. That's it. But the next one up will be the M50, which I'm going to pull up right here. I got that one recently. I got that one specifically for racing. That's it. I didn't get it for anything else, for like showing off or anything, or I got this baby strictly to race. Why? Because it's fast, it's beautiful, it's elegant, and it's bouncing. Wow, look at that. Bug, 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 bug. Okay, well, yeah, I'm just racing. That's all this is made for. That's all I'm going to use it for. Heck, I just left the stock stuff on it because I'm not going to do anything with the ship other than race. So that's why I got the M50. And also it's because it's the sweet spot for me when it comes down to the racing ships. I tried the currently available ones, the Mustang Gamma, the M50, the 350R, and out of those three, this one is the most comfortable for me to fly. I mean, it's just like that sweet spot. Not too fast for me to handle, not too slow for me to get bored. So there it is. Moving on to the next one will be the trusty Aurora. Let's pull him up. Yeah, this is the Aurora LN. Why would I get an Aurora LN? A lot of people don't like the Aurora for some reason. They call it a box. And, well, yeah, it does look like a box, but it has this um, Space 1999 nostalgic feel to me. It looks like a moon-based Alpha Eagle. If you ever see the show, let's look it up. Space 19. I'm sorry, Space 1999. Got something in my throat. And I think this is kind of like modeled after the moon-based spaceship, the Alpha. I mean, not the Alpha, the Eagle. And that was the main attribute that caught my eye when it came to the Aurora. And I got the LN because one, it has a bigger generator. Um, it carries more weapons, and it can carry cargo. So I can do multi roles with this thing. So once Star Citizen finally goes public, and we're starting out at square one, this will be the ship you'll see me in. I'll start out with everybody else with an Aurora, building up my capital so I can start exploring. And of course, I added a couple of uh, personal upgrades to it. I had Rattler missiles on here earlier, but I wanted to put those on another ship, so I just put a couple of ignites and a couple of dominators on here, and they're very effective missiles. And for this ship, it's good to go because I don't even gimbal the ship, the weapons. There's no point with this ship. It's not like highly agile, but it can move around pretty well for an Aurora. This is the Legionnaire and it's built for fighting. So it can move around a lot more. It's got a few more thrusters than, say, I think the Marquis does. And um, there you go. It's got more hard points. So you have more things to work with. And plus, this ship is being redone. And I've taken a look at some of the pictures of the rework, and the Aurora looks beautiful. It looks really, really beautiful. It's going to really turn some heads when they finally put that in game. So this is my second ship. So let's go to the third one, and that would be that would be the Avenger Titan. I'll pull him up. Howdy! I just like how they drop in like. I think that's cool. You just drop in. It's almost like a comedic kind of commercial where you want to summon a car or something, and you just design the car, you push the button, the car just drops in out of the ether. I think that's so cool. But yeah, this is my third ship. This is the Avenger Titan. What I really like about this ship is its versatility. This is a great general purpose ship, and that's why I got it. It's the same reason for I got the Aurora. These are really good general purpose ships. Great ships to start with. Great ships to start with. Not expensive out the bat. A very low overhead, and the Avenger is totally upgradable. I mean, if you have a Titan and say you wanted an EMP generator like the Warlock, well, you could buy the module. You could actually take uh, this cargo module out and replace it with the EMP, or you can replace this with the prisoner modules that the Stalker has. It's totally doable. That's what's so cool about this ship. So if you have one ship, you pretty much got all of them, except for that's what's the Renegade. That's a tricked out Titan. So it has pretty much like the same weaponry, but it has a different paint job, which is pretty cool. But I like this one anyway because it looks like a little miniature space shuttle. I like it. And plus it's a very reliable ship. It's very maneuverable. It has plenty of weaponry on it, so you can go out there and you can go into arena commander with this thing, and it can hold its own in the battle. It's a great ship. Um, and you can gimbal your weapons because that's what I did with this one. I put gimbals on this one, and that way everything tracks together, so I don't have to worry about wasting ammo or anything like that. Okay, so that's why I got the Titan. Also, once the game goes public, once we start at day one, literally at day one, you will likely see me in either the Aurora, this one, or my next ship. That's the one I'm gonna pull up now. That will be the Mustang Beta. Where you at, Beta? There you are. This guy. Now, this one has a special place in my heart, mostly because I just love the paint job on it. I love the retro style design of the ship, and I love the cabin that's in the back of it. It's a miniature space camper, and it's awesome. It can carry 10 cargo. Is it a great fighter? Yeah. Well, mm, eh. I would say it's a moderate, maybe low end kind of fighter. It cannot hold its ground against something more precise like a saber or a hornet. You can forget it. But a great pilot can cause a lot of problems. I've seen people in a beta face off with like a super hornet, and even though he gets beat up, he gives the hornet what for. So I mean, a great pilot can cause hell. But with the beta, not only do you get the cabin in the back, you get more hard points than you do with other Mustangs. The Mustang Alpha is similar to the beta, except it does not have a cabin, but it has the hard points though. I think, yeah, it does. It has the wing hard points, but it doesn't have the cabin, and it doesn't have the extended range of a beta. So out of and out of the four Mustangs, this one's probably the best GP, general purpose ship, out of the four. Now, of course, you had the Gamma, the Delta, which I had a Delta, but I kind of I like the Gladius better, so I kind of like upgraded the Delta to the Gladius, which I'll show later. Um, but I like this beta. I just love the design of it. It's just a really cozy ship. And you can also race with this ship too. So I've raced with this one, not just my M50. And you know, the beta's pretty fast. It's pretty fast. And that's it for the small guys. So we're gonna go into the bigger ones now. Now, please note that some of the bigger ships that I have aren't ready. So I get stand-in ships. I'll have to, you know, just role play a little bit. But my next ship going up would be the Gladius. So let's pull him up. There you are. Why do I like the Gladius? Hmm. Well, one, I love the sound of its engines. The Gladius has a very distinctive hum when the engines are working. The same thing with the maneuvering thrusters, the primary thrusters. It has this very distinct hum. You know the sound of a Gladius when you hear one. Either Gladius is good to go. This one or the Gladius Valiant. The Valiant, I think, has two repeaters in the front. I think it does. I don't remember. But they are all upgradable. You know, you can rack them and stack them. You can pull this out and put a smaller missile rack that can hold like four size ones. Same thing here. But I like this. I put two rattlers. See, the rattlers I had on my Aurora, I took those off and put them on the Gladius. I think the Gladius will use the rattlers better. So that's I'm going to move those to this ship. But I just love the design of the. Just look at this ship. This ship just reminds me of, say, an F-17A or an F-18. You know, it has this traditional Navy fighter look to it. And I love the Navy fighters. Those fighters are so beautiful, so elegant in their design. And I just really enjoy looking at a Gladius. It's you know, this is serious eye candy. It's a beautiful ship. It is a light fighter, so you can probably classify it as a glass cannon, um, but it's probably along the lines of the Buccaneer or the Mustang Delta. They're like glass cannons. They're very fast. They're very maneuverable, and they're very well armed. They're deadly. I mean, a Gladius in the right hands of the right pilot is a very nasty instrument of destruction. You can cause a lot of heartache and a lot of headache with this ship. A lot of grief. A lot of grief. And, you know, if you know how to use its afterburners and its maneuvering thrusters and stuff, man, you're going to be hard to track. You're going to be hard to follow down with some missiles because you can pretty much outrun them in this. But why did I get this one? Because I plan on doing like escort missions. Because escorting missions, they're also going to be part of the mission track in the next patch. So you can fly escort for NPCs, and you know, you can guide them to another port or whatever. Or there are scouting missions that you could use. You could use this for. It doesn't have a long range, so it won't be any deep space scouting or anything like that, unless there's a starfarer nearby. But that's why I got this one. You know, I can make a little extra money on the side flying escort missions, and maybe if I'm so inclined, jumping into an arena commander for some multiplayer action, maybe. But that's not my thing though. But that's why I got this for escort duty, and that's pretty much it. I wouldn't. I mean, I've seen plenty of players do it. You know, purposely take this into Arena Commander, and they own shit. Literally, they can go in there and just tear people up. Super Hornets, Sabers, whatever. Because I've done it in a ship. I've done it. And again, a Gladius is a great ship, and they're currently working on all the bugs on it because there's a bug in the cockpit where when you're in space, if you don't level out the Gladius before you get out the ship, you kind of clip into the canopy and you're stuck in the ship. That's one of the bugs. So they're currently working on that, and 3.0 will see this Gladius completely done. It'll be ready to go. No bugs, hopefully. So moving on, my next ships. I only have two combat class ships. Well, that one is a combat class ship. That's what it's strictly built for. That's what I got it for. Just flying escort, defense. That's it. The second ship that I have is also combat class, but I didn't get it for the combat. That will be my Hornet tracker. Let's pull her up. I'll call this my goat. This is the goat. Look at her. This is my Hornet tracker. Currently, this is configured for fighting. That's it. This I call it the goat because this sucker with this loadout can cause massive amounts of damage in short order. Massive amounts. I can make Swiss cheese wholesale with this ship. And I learned about this loadout from a couple of other players. Shout out to Liquid Air. I don't know if he watches the videos or not, but Liquid Air, he's another one of those. He's a really cool guy. Of course, if you run into him, I mean, you're gonna have a problem. But he kind of schooled me on some of this stuff. And a couple other players too that taught me how to load out the Hornet. And I'm telling you, I don't care what Hornet you get. Doesn't matter what Hornet you have. So long as you have a Hornet in your fleet, you have a quality ship. I'm telling you, Hornets kick ass, period. I don't care which one you have. I don't care if it's the base model. These are awesome ships. And actually, an added bonus to the Hornet, you have a turret here. See this? Look at that. I can pull this out and put a cargo pack in there, just like the stock Hornet has a carry-all cargo storage unit in it. This has a deep space scanner package. Let me see if I can pull that up. There you go. Yeah, let's pull that up. You see this? Wheel Ops Long Look Radar. There we go. What is the Hornet Tracker is primarily built for command and control. Command and control. Let's say you have a fleet. They're engaging in large-scale combat, and you need a better view of the battlefield. Well, large ships like an Idris, they can do that. They can do that easily with no problem. But they're huge and they can't move very fast. And you may need to adjust your course to increase your range, or to turn your ship or move your ship so you can focus your scanning array elsewhere to find out if there's anybody long range who's about to fire off a torpedo or something like that. You get like a live action military intelligence, and that's what a Hornet tracker does. The tracker has this long range scanner array that allows it to see long distances and pick up all assets within a certain parameter. So it'll let you know what ships are in your range, what types of ships they are, where they're headed. It'll also likely let you know if they have launched a large scale weapon, say like a torpedo. Those torpedoes are going to be really nasty in the coming patches. If you've taken a look at the torpedoes online, they're really big, massive pieces of explosive hardware. They will cause a shitload of damage. So having something like this in your fleet, giving you advanced real-time data, is essential. So yeah, command and control. But that is not why I got it. I got this for the exploration aspect because this scanner array can also be used to get a rundown on local systems, habitable planets, gas giants, asteroid fields. What kind of material are the asteroids made of? This ship can give me that kind of data. And I can also use this to plan a path for my 600i because I have that. And it'll let me know if there's any minefields. I can plot a course. Okay, I want to get out the system. Which way do I go? I'll take my Hornet out first, scan the area, and I'll get the information. And you can also, I don't know if you can find jump points with this. I don't think so because it doesn't have a jump point scanner. But the deep space scanner, I think is robust enough to pick up anomalies. You won't be able to tell whether it's a jump gate or not, but I think you'll be able to tell that it's there. There's something there. So that's why I got this. This just for the deep space exploration part of it. All right, so let me put my Revenant back. Okie dokie. So that's it for these small and medium class ships. So let's move on up the ladder here to my next one. Let's see here. Yeah, the Cuddy. That's my buddy, the Cuddy. Look at this. This. I love this ship. I love the Cutlass Black. I love it. 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 I can't talk this shit up, man. This is an awesome general purpose medium sized ship. It can be handled by one player or three. You can hire NPCs to man the turret if you want to, or you can get an AI package and low jack your turret so that it runs automatically. You could do that. You can run cargo with this ship. You can do search and rescue missions with this ship. But I think the red is more specialized for that. But you could do cargo. You could do general missions with this. You can go into Arena Commander with this ship. Yes, you can. You can take this ship and you can fly it in Arena Commander and tear shit up. Yes, you can. Because I've done it. I finished the whole. I did the Pirate Swarm with the Cutlass. This is basically a flying tank. It really is. And the newer one is going to be even more tankier than this. So I'm going to enjoy flying this baby, brother. Trust me. This is some beef right here. This is 100% pure, all natural beef. Look at this. This is a nasty little ship. And a lot of people are going to be pirating in this ship, or some folks are going to be, maybe they might try to explore this ship. But I think you might be able to do a little small scale exploration, like say put a long range scanner on here maybe, and you could probably just zip around the solar system a little bit, explore some asteroid fields or some debris fields, because you could probably do a little salvage too with this ship, I think. um not on the scale of the Crucible, of course, or the I think it's not the Redeemer. What is that? The Reclaimer. No, not like that. But you might be able to find some loose floating stuff that you might be able to go out there and you can score and you can stash it in the back, and make you a little bit of money. Boy, I can't talk this shit up. Man, you got to get one of these ships if you don't have one already. This is a must have, a must have for your fleet. Or if you're just looking for one or two ships, this should be one of those two ships, really. Okay, moving on to the next one. Get this guy out the way. All right, so that's it. So we're going into the big ones now. So I got to clear the deck, as it were. Okay, now we're getting to the big fish. Okay. Nope. Got to find the right spot to spawn it. Yep. There we go. Next move up, this guy. Except I don't have this particular model. I have the, hey, why did it stall? Okay, there we go. Wait a minute. Hey, stop that. All right, it's working. Okay. I have the DUR. So let me do this. Let me get rid of Hey, why am I? What's going on here? Okay, well let me get rid of this ship and see if I can spawn the DUR. But before I do that, I'll give you a quick look at the Freelancer. This is another must-have. A lot of folks don't like the cockpit. Me personally, at first glance, I didn't like the cockpit, but once I sat down in the pilot seat and took this baby around the block a couple of times, I was sold. I mean, there's so many things you could do with a freelancer that, I mean, you can run cargo, combat missions, exploration missions. Uh, you could do search and rescue. You, I mean, salvage. You could do all kind of cool things with a freelancer. I mean, just the whole the idea. I mean, the uses for the ship is without bonds. Well, really, you could do so much with this ship. All right, but the DUR, I think it will look more. I think it will look close to this. I think once it's finished. But if you just take a good look at the weapons here, it'll have the DUR will have the exact same weapons. I know that much. It won't have as many missiles though. I think it'll have maybe. Oh, maybe it might have the same type. It just might. But keep that in mind though. Okay, just look at the body of it of this freelancer. See how it's made. Look at the sheen of it. Now keep that in mind because the DUR is going to look very similar to this. Very similar when it's done. But it's a lot bigger than the stock freelancer. Well, it's longer. Put it that way. So I got to get rid of this guy too. So let's get rid of him. All right, now we're going into the large class ships. And I don't have that many of them. I have one or two. Just find the right spot here. Yeah, here we go. This is my Explorer. I got this one because I wanted to explore primarily. And I'm not like a big multiplayer person. I'm more like a lone wolf. And so I look for ships that allow me to navigate deep space alone if necessary. And this is one of those ships. The Freelance is very versatile. You can fly it single, solo, or you can fly it with other people. It's awesome. This is the Freelancer DUR. DUR short for duration. This is my Explorer ship. I forgot. Um, there's another ship that I forgot to show you that I have. I had the 315P. I got to show that one to you. Totally forgot about that one. Oops. Sorry, Origin. Okay, but these are markups. This is not. This right here is not a weapon. This right here is an extended gas tank. That's a fuel tank there. But you're not gonna get this many missiles. This is just I guess it's like a mock-up just to give the devs an idea of what to put over here. So yeah, you're gonna get missiles, but not like that. These are old looking missiles too, but you're not gonna get those. So forget it. And of course, the guns will not look like this when the ship is ready. You're gonna have those huge tarantulas. You're gonna get those four of those, and you get a smaller bay here. Let's see, open you up. But will you be able to fit a Dragonfly or a Noxon back here? Yes, you can. Yep, absolutely. You can fit one back here. You sure can. And considering that the cargo bay of the DUR is smaller, well, 25% smaller, um, I think you have a considerable amount of space back there to stash stuff. Because this is not the final. This is not the final design, though. Remember that. So I think because like this door right here doesn't work, but I think the work area is gonna, they're gonna come back a little further, maybe to right here, and so you have the rest of this back here for cargo. But yeah, I got this one to explore. Period. I've always been a lone wolf, and so I'm not going to change that for a game. I'm still a lone wolf. I still like to do things alone. Every now and again, I might team up with somebody, but I like being alone. There's just no drama there. No one's trying to sneak up behind me or put a gun to my head or someone complaining, well, I want to fly, I want to fly. I don't have to worry about none of that stuff, man. I go out there, I explore, I seek, I find, and I make the credits. That's it. That's it. So that's why I got this. And plus, it's a freelancer. I mean, come on, who doesn't like a freelancer? I mean, the freelancer is like one of the awesomest ships in the game. Really is. I mean, it's just like a flying camper. I mean, really, if you sit inside of a freelancer, you sit behind the pilot seat. It's just like you're flying an RV, and it has that RV feel to it. And so does the Explorer. This ship right here has that same feel. Let's go up in here. Again, let me remind you, this is not finished. So this is not what you're going to see. This is not the finished product. So back here, there's the airlock, right? So again, I told you this door right here, it goes to the cargo area. It does not work. But this is your airlock. You go out through that way. And here your workstations here. This is not what they're going to look like when they're done. Okay, all this is going to change a little bit. But, that's cool, isn't it? Right. You got a little seat there. And here's your bed. You have two beds. Because this is supposed to have a crew of 3, but you have 4 seats. That's interesting. No one has really explained that one to me just yet. But yeah, but it looks like you have 4 beds though. I stand corrected. There are 4 beds. You have 4 racks here. Yep, 4 racks, 4 seats. So there you go. Well, actually, it's supposed to be a 2-man crew, but I think it's 3 because you have 1 pilot, 1 co-pilot, and 1 in the turret. But look at this. I mean, this is totally different from the stock freelancer. Very different. But it still feels like an RV to me, though. I love this ship. That's why I had to get one. I mean, it was a freelancer for crying out loud. All right. That's the freelancer. So, moving up. Well, actually, I'm going to move back because I want to show you my 315p. Nope. Yes. There we go. Pull him up. Why a 315p? If I have a freelancer DUR and that explores, right? And I can fly it solo if I want to. And it may fit the smallest jump points. It may. There's still a debate on that one. But I still think the DUR may be the sweet spot. Not too big, not too small, but can cover, the full spectrum of the jump gates. Well, what if you want to explore a little bit and keep a low profile? Well, this is why. You can stay anonymous, especially in deep space. No one's going to notice you out there, really. I mean, and this ship is just plain beautiful. It's plus its origin. Shit, I mean, origin. Come on, really. It's a beautiful ship. It can be flown one man. It has jump scanners. It has a jump drive. It has a great range to it. And it's fast. You can race this. You can really race this ship. And again, like I said, it has a low profile. Even though it has a humongous freaking engine in the back. I mean, look at the size of this engine. That's space shuttle size. That's a big engine. But it will have a low EM signature though. So, you're gonna have a low profile going out there. But this has a limited range though, mind you, because it's a small ship. So it will not have the kind of range that a DUR has. Or say an Aquila. Not a chance. But you'll be able to, to explore the solar system in this ship, no problem. I mean, actually, when you're first starting out exploring, this would be the best ship to start with. Either this one or the Reliant Sin. I have that one, but it is not ready. So they gave me a core as a loaner. So maybe I should show that one. It's a core. I mean, nah, I'll skip that one. Because I don't even have. I mean, the Sin looks just like the core, except where the core has a cargo bay. The Sin has a science bay. So everything that would imagine the Chorus cargo bay, but with scientific equipment in it, and a spacesuit locker, and I think it's going to have an airlock. I think that's your sin, and plus the sin has a larger range. But yeah, but that's also why I got this one. So it's one man, low profile. I can slip in and out unnoticed. It's perfect. And plus, in case I get caught, I have enough speed to ship the bug out. Can't beat it. All right, so this we're going to move up in size now. We're coming to the end. Thanks for being patient and bearing with me. All right, so we're going to go up to the Taurus. This is the ship that I have. This will be the last one I'll show because I also own a 600i, but that one is still in concept, so it's not ready. They gave us originally they gave us an Aquila as a loaner, but then they took that back and just dropped an Andromeda in our fleet. So we have an Andromeda. Well, I have an Andromeda for the Taurus, and I guess it's a stand-in for my 600i. Well, oh well, whatever. It is what it is. But why the Taurus? And why not the Andromeda or the Aquila for that matter? Well, because I want to do cargo, and this is specialized for cargo. That's it. That's all it's made for. It's made to carry a ton of cargo. This is my space freighter, my Millennium Falcon. That's what this is. That's what I'm going to be using this for. It has a shielded cargo bay right here to hide the really pricey goodies. You know, you're gonna put stuff here, and no one can scan, ship and see what's in here. It has this fully loaded, full-size cargo bay. It's much bigger than the other three constellations. This ship is specialized for cargo work only, and that's all I wanted for. Because I didn't, I really didn't want the Andromeda because, the Andromeda is an awesome constellation. Don't get me wrong, it's a great ship. It really is. But when I look at it, it's more military specific though. Even though they say it's a general purpose ship, it looks more like it's a military ship to me, man. I mean, you go on and that, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull one up after this. But let me show you the inside of the Taurus, and I'll show you why I call this my Millennium Falcon. You'll get it. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll get it. As soon as you see what's up here in the cockpit, you'll get it. I love this. I love this. This is totally different from the Andromeda or the Aquila. I have not seen the inside of a Phoenix, but I know the Phoenix is going to be gorgeous when it's done. But it's completely different. In the other ships, you have like 4 bunks. You only have 2 here, and you get on the Taurus, you get an exclusive washroom. Ooh, isn't that nice? Look at that. You even get a separate shower that you can use. Whoa, 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 whoa! Let me get out of there. I almost clipped out the ship. That was wow. That was crazy. But yeah, you have a separate shower. I'm trying to see if I can open it up without clipping through it. Okay, there we go. Yep, see, separate shower, toilet, mirror, wash basin. I like that setup, man. That's really cool. On the Andromeda, there's like you have like a one of those niche toilets like you have like on the Mustang Beta, where it's like in a corner and a really tight looking claustrophobic shower, which it just reminds me too much of a military ship. That's why I say the Andromeda is more military specific, and plus it's armed to the teeth. This ship will not be so armed. I mean, it'll have half the complement of missiles. It'll still have the same typical 4 lasers, I think size 4 lasers that all the constellations have, and I think it will come with 1 turret up there. That's your shielded cargo right there on the floor, so you can stash all the really expensive stuff down there. Of course, you have your 3 seats up front, your pilot seat, whatever. That black screen will not be there when the ship is done. and you don't have a ship. I mean, a snub ship in the back. Because if you've seen the Andromedas and the Phoenixes and the Aquilas, they all have a snub, snub fighter in the back. With the Taurus, all that extra space is taken up by the cargo bay, so there's no need for it. And for me, that's perfect because I could care less about having a snub fighter. Um, I don't really care. Had no, I really didn't care about that. I just look at, can I fit a rover in there? So if I land, I want to go exploring or do an individual pickup, I could just get a rover and go do my thing and come back. Boy, I could do that with this. I could put my Ursa rover in here, easy. I might be able to put two. See how big that cargo bay is? You can put a ton of dragonflies and Nox bikes in here too. That's a lot of space. Okay, so that's why I got the Taurus, because the Taurus is specialized for cargo, and I want to make really, really big UEE creds. So I could do large cargo runs, either with or without an escort. I mean, because I have combat class ships that I can hire an NPC to fly escort for me. I could do that, you know, or hire somebody, or not. I mean, the Taurus is armed; it could defend itself. But I'm not going to be doing crazy stuff with my ships anyway. So if I know it's a hostile area, fuck that. I'm not going through there. Why would I purposely go into a hostile area unless I want to make war or something? Screw that shit. If I'm going to be making a cargo run and picking up stuff and dropping it off, well shit, that's all I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to pick some stuff up and drop it off, man. I'm not going to go running around looking for a fight. So that's why I have this ship. Now, if you have an Andromeda, if you want to go start some static, go right ahead. Good luck. You come across one or two snub fighters, that's your ass. Because I've been in an Andromeda, and we got owned by a couple of Hornets, man, because they have more maneuverability, and we can't track small ships that fast. It's something this big. So hey, good luck, man. Go on out there, have fun. But me, I just do I just do what makes sense. If I'm gonna do a cargo run, I'm not gonna just go flying through a hostile area. Screw that stuff, man. If I had to do, only way I would do something like that is if I had to deliver like military supplies to a fleet that's already in conflict. And if that's the case, I wouldn't fly in through the middle of the fight. I would be coming in from the rear. You follow me? So I am not one of those kind of people who's always looking to like cause trouble for everybody else. I'm pretty much like mind my business, mind your business, and never the twain shall meet. That's just how I am, you know. So I that's how my fleet's built. It's about making money and exploring, and pretty much that's it. So let me show you the. I think maybe I could show you the Andromeda. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I know you guys have seen it, but if you want to compare, compare the difference. Now the Andromeda is a beautiful ship, man. Make no mistake about it. It's beautiful. It's well designed. It's well made. All the constellations are absolutely handsome ships, and they really do look iconic. But can you see why I would classify this as a military style ship, though? I mean, just look at it. It screams military campaign. It is armed to the teeth. It's got two turrets, one down here, one up top. Let me go in here. Yeah, it's got two turrets, one on top, one on the bottom. It's got a snub fighter, right? It's got, damn, I think it's got like 32 missiles, man. It's like, it's got like 16 size ones and like 16 size 2 missiles. I mean, the damn thing is built to start a war. And I love the design of this crew area right here. This is really, really nice. This is snazzy. But let me see if I can find that the pate right here. I think it's it over here. Is this it? Can you open it? I don't think it's open up. So, let's see. Trying to. Well, that's not it either. 'Cause I know I saw it. The washroom. I think. Was it back here? it's not back here. Maybe it was the Aquila that I was talking about because I don't. This joint doesn't even have a washroom, or it should. I think it's in here, but you can't open it though. Yeah, I think it's. I think the washroom and shower are in here, which is very Spartan. It just reminds me of a military outfit. I mean, because like you want more room for more utility and less room for comfort. So I mean that jives with the military ship. Here go your racks. You got four of them. These are really snazzy looking racks though, man. That's really stylish looking. I like those. And then back here, here's the cargo bay. And if you recall the Taurus, this is literally like half of what the Taurus has. So you can get a rover in here, of course. But once you put a rover in here, your cargo capacity drops by more than half. So you will have like I think maybe like 42% cargo space, which is fine. I mean, hey, as long as you can get some loot in here, and you can take it back and you can sell it. Hey, that's what matters, right? But look up here, man. These are the missiles, dude. Look at these missiles. Look at this shit, man. This ship is built to blow shit up. Look at that. Look at the other side, man. I mean, this ship is made to destroy stuff, man. Look at that. See, that screams military ship to me. That's why I didn't, that's why I didn't get this one. I got this one now when I picked up my package, but I upgraded it to a 600i because that was just what I wanted. And back here, this is your snub ship. So I think this is going to be a Merlin or an Archimedes. I think I know the Phoenix has the Archimedes, but I think the Aquila and the Andromeda will have the P-52. So you can just hop down in here and take off. But I'm not going to do that because once you get in here, for some reason you can't get back out. So screw that. Not going in. All right, so that's it for my fleet. The other stuff that I have, like I said, the Reliant Sin, I can't show it because it's not even ready yet. I'm trying I'm trying to drop this cargo base so I can get out of here. What's it? I always had a problem trying to get the damn thing open. I don't know. 'Cause I know it's like you can walk under it and open up, but when you're in it, you can't. Let's see, is it over here? No. I hate that. Cause I always find myself dying. Well, how the hell you open this damn cargo bay? There's no like. Fuck it. I'm going out the cockpit. Screw it. I just don't know what happened. But up here, there's a switch that I think there's a switch up here that allows me to. Yeah, there it is. Should be able to drop it. There you go, right there. Open the cargo bay. But there's a switch down here. But normally it's like a switch down here that lets you to open a cargo bay. And see how different this is from, say, like the ships that aren't built yet. Say the Taurus and the Achilles. See how it's shaped? See the arch there? It's designed to fit that rover just right. So you can take that rover and just roll right on through here. It'll fit, just like a piece of a puzzle. See, the other ones don't have that same kind of configuration, but they will though once they're finished. All right, well, that's it, guys. I'm done. That is my fleet and why I have what I have. Hopefully, your fleets were similar, or I hope maybe I've inspired you to some point to either to pick up a certain ship or sign up. In either case, the game is awesome. If you're not playing, you're missing out. You need to come on and join us in the verse and get yourself a package, get yourself a ship, and come on out and have some fun with us. So until next time, this is Nerd Say 68. Love, peace, and head grease. And I'll see you in the verse.